was in 4th grade, and my topic was looking at my classmate temperature of their lunches and then seeing, oh, is this an appropriate temperature for if they have like meat sandwiches in their lunches or something. So I got to, as a 4th grader, get excused out of class, go through all of my friends' lunches and point a temperature gun at each one of them. So that was just really fun. And I actually went to SARSEF with that project. So that was also my first kind of connection to SARSEF as well.
Okay, so I think my first project was maybe when I was 8 or 9, and it was just after we had learned about, I guess, the environment and a lot of the problems going on, like global warming and pollution. And I remember I cried so much when I got home after learning about it. And so my dad was like, why don't you think of something you can do to fix it? And so I came up with like this green recycling truck, which I made out of PVC pipe with my dad. And it basically was like a conveyor belt, and like it would like organize the trash that people had put in the trash can and organize it into glass. It wasn't functional, but it just made me feel better. And I think that's where I really started to care a lot about my project that I'm doing now, because it has a lot of green innovation potential.
First project I can remember was in 1st grade, and I hated my school. I did not want to do anything. I was like a very awful child, which is so opposite from what I am now. And I remember my teachers telling me, you have to do a project. Like, pick something, do it. And I was so adamant, I'm not going to do a project. And she ended up helping me. She was an angel, man, and I was such a brat. And I ended up, I think, testing like how many textbooks I can balance on like eggshells. And so I remember like putting my dad to work, emptying the yolk out of eggshells, and then just stealing people's textbooks and just stacking these textbooks. And I have no idea what method I was going for, but I just remember doing that and hating it so much. And then I'm here now, complete science nerd. I don't know how that happened.
So I guess I've always been into science. So either if it was like in school projects or here at home, I've always been doing like small things. I was always experimenting stuff. But I think my official project was between 4th to 5th grade. And I think I've always been like also into bacteria. And the first project that I did was what soap was most efficient on killing bacteria. And I actually observed bacteria on the hands. And yeah, that was my memory of my first project.
Was in 8th grade. I did it with a friend. We just tested like the NPK content like in soil, and like tested like the specific uses for each of the kind of those 3 nutrient sources.
My first science fair project was whenever I was in kindergarten, and so I made a catapult with my dad, and we tried to pick out which fulcrum position would launch a basketball the furthest. And I had all kinds of like baseballs and tennis balls around the yard, and I was like, Dad, let's just test this. And it was really fun, and that kind of sparked an interest maybe, but it was cool.